with the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the...
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 24, Bridgewater.
And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play.
1st down, Bridgewater. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
David Moore.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And the Lions 1st down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
For the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On on the ground. This is Rashad Penny. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson leads this one with Penny. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Wilson got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go. Showing it there, picking up the first down.
1-yard line.
Now Rashad Penny. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Lions 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running is Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a carry for Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
And inches.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, here's Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fights off the defender, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he'll will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Swift, the Lion ball carrier. Trey Flowers on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Swift, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
At the 34-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st down, Wilson. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Penny. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Run to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good.
Makes the score.
So we have come to halftime. A 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
43-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. And now it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Penny. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 47 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Army. Got it. Check 15. Zebra.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 34. Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down.
Here's Bridgewater. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete.
Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covered.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Lions 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Wilson. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Detroit.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
14-yard line.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,